Jai Gurudev, thank you for joining us today, Beatriz. You have been a prominent figure in the Art of Living Foundation in Argentina, and we are excited to hear about your journey with Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar Ji. Can you start by telling us how you first came into contact with the Art of Living and Gurudev? Absolutely, it is my pleasure to be here. My journey with the Art of Living began around 20 years ago. I was going through a difficult period in my life, searching for peace and clarity. A friend introduced me to the Art of Living course, and that is when I first heard about Gurudev, His Holiness Sri Ravi Shankar Ji. The practices and teachings profoundly impacted me, and I felt an immediate connection with Gurudev's wisdom and compassion. That sounds transformative. How would you describe your personal relationship with His Holiness Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar Ji? My relationship with Gurudev is one of deep reverence and love. He is more than a teacher or a guide. He embodies a divine presence that resonates deeply with my soul. His teachings have not only transformed my life but also provided a sense of purpose and direction. Meeting him in person for the first time was incredibly powerful. His gaze, even if just for a few seconds, is filled with such profound love and understanding. Every encounter with him feels like a blessing. You mentioned that you once missed an opportunity to see him for Guru Purnima in Germany. Could you share what that experience was like for you? Yes, it was quite heartbreaking. I had a ticket to see Gurudev during Guru Purnima in Germany, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I could not make it. Missing that chance to be in his presence felt like losing something precious. His presence has a unique ability to fill your heart with peace and joy, and missing out on that opportunity was difficult. However, I trust that there will be more opportunities to see him and receive his blessings. You shared a fascinating story about Gurudev's visit to the catacombs in Italy. Can you recount that experience for us? Of course. This story, although not mine directly, is quite extraordinary and close to my heart. Gurudev visited the catacombs in Rome, where early Christians once hid and lived under immense persecution. While there, he sensed the lingering spirits of those who had suffered and died in devotion. After visiting the catacombs, he asked to be taken to the ocean. At Ostia Beach, he entered the water and stood silently for about 20 minutes. When he emerged and said, "Now they are free," it was as if he had been released. He had released the trapped souls, liberating them after nearly 2000 years. It is a powerful testament to his spiritual depth and connection to all beings, transcending time and space. That's incredibly moving. How do you perceive Gurudev's role in the context of different spiritual traditions? Gurudev transcends traditional boundaries and embodies the essence of multiple spiritual traditions. To me, he represents not only the ancient rishis of India but also the wisdom of Buddha, Christ, and other great spiritual figures. He is a universal figure who brings together the spiritual teachings of various traditions, making them accessible to all. His message is one of unity, peace, and love, which resonates with people from all backgrounds. You have also mentioned experiences with indigenous spiritual leaders who recognize Gurudev's light. Can you elaborate on these encounters? Certainly, during a World Cultural Meeting at the UN, representatives from ancient traditions, including Inca elders, met Gurudev. These elders, who spoke only their native languages, were deeply moved by his presence. They described him as a man of lights and expressed a profound desire to see him before they passed away. Their recognition of his spiritual light, despite cultural and language differences, is a testament to his universal appeal and the ancient connections that transcend modern understanding. You have had experiences at global gatherings, including one in Seville with world religious leaders. How did Gurudev's presence influence these meetings? At a world convention in Seville, where leaders from various religious traditions gathered, Gurudev's presence had a unifying effect. Despite the typical tensions and disagreements in such meetings, the leaders felt a sense of peace and harmony. Even a rabbi remarked on the unusual tranquility and cooperation among the attendees. Gurudev's spiritual presence seemed to create an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding, fostering a unique sense of global community and collaboration. It is inspiring to hear how Gurudev's influence extends beyond personal transformation to global unity. Lastly, how has being a part of the Art of Living and following Gurudev shaped your life in Argentina? Being a part of the Art of Living and following Gurudev has transformed my life in countless ways. It has provided me with a profound sense of inner peace and a clear purpose. The practices and teachings have empowered me to handle life's challenges with grace and resilience. In Argentina, I have seen how these teachings can bring people together, foster community, and promote a culture of compassion and service. It is a blessing to share Gurudev's vision and work towards creating a more harmonious and joyful society. Thank you, Beatriz, for sharing your journey and experiences. Your insights into Gurudev's influence and the Art of Living are truly inspiring. Thank you for having me. It's been a joy to share my story and the profound, great impact Gurudev has had on my life. Jai Gurudev.